Hello, everybody, and welcome to another season of Nail Talk Live e-workshops in English, Spanish, French, Italian, or German, especially for you, the nail lovers all over the world. We're back from our short vacation break, and I hope that many of you are also back from their vacation breaks, and that we can delve into a fun evening of nail art together with Jessica Padberg. I also have the winner of the challenge right before the vacation break of Natalia Gritsenka, and I will announce that winner a little bit later in the show. Well, tonight, requested by many, the first lesson of the bootcamp of Jessica Padberg, and it's all about fine lines. But before we get to Jessica, we get started. Yes, we had a vacation break, and I see that Bianca Freigang is sending her vacation greetings from Croatia. Hello, Bianca, enjoy your vacation, but nice that you dropped in this evening. And of course, all over Europe, many people were on vacation. That is why we decided to skip a couple of weeks of Nail Talk Live e-workshops. But tonight we're going to get restarted again. And our first e-workshop is Jessica, the Dutch queen of nail art, and she did for the Dutch e-workshops a 4-part bootcamp last year in training people how to master the skill of hand painting. And some of you requested, or many of you requested to do this also in English. So, welcome to Jessica, and before we get started, Jessica, how was your vacation?
Oh, a little bit short. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, a little bit short. Thank you, Pepijn. I really enjoyed my off time with my family. But I am so happy to be here now and, well, to have some fun tonight showing fine lines.
Yeah, the bootcamp consists of 4 workshops divided in about 1.5 months. So we have a little bit of space in between so that you can practice. And tonight it's fine lines, but what else can we expect from you, Jessica?
Yeah, of course, the most difficult are the fine lines. That's why we are starting with them. So the next time, the second workshop is going to be blend those colors, like shading, highlighting, and of course colors blending together. Then the third one, I want really like flowers and birds, I thought. A bit of tattoo art. So really combining all of the techniques that you have learned throughout the weeks and to the fourth e-workshop, and that is all techniques together.
Get the party started, as we
Yeah.
call your workshops during, for instance, the Nail Talk Live event, because then you just mush everything together and it's all hands loose. Tonight it's fine lines because that's really the basic technique that you need to create beautiful hand-painted nail art. So I'm curious to see what we have to do.
Yeah. So we are going to start with by arting with gel polish, and like creating stars. That is my first design. So the background is already prepared. 2 layers of gel polish. This is the color. Let me look. Pink cream. I removed the sticky layer, and maybe you can see I buffed the surface a bit, because on a buffed surface, let me put on my gloves, my lines will stick better, and of course the products will stick better. You have more grip in that way. I've added already a little drop of a beautiful blue gel polish, and this is the blue one from the Delft Blue, the Selfies from Holland collection. And I'm going to paint with, of course, the best choice ever, Jessica's choice. So when I'm creating a star, I always do that in lines. So over there, and then I'm creating a star. I will show you in a bit. And when I'm creating, I'm painting the lines with the gel polish, and I can fix my lines. And I never do a perfectly shaped star.
But what I see is that you don't have a drop on the tip of your brush, but you make sure that it kind of covers the hair of your brush.
Yes, my hairs are filled with the products. And before I go to the Colourpop, I always sharpen my brush. So I'm filling the hairs, but sharpen it again.
And how do you do that? With a pencil sharpener? With your fingers?
I will show you on top. So I'm filling with my product.
Mhm.
But if I start like this, you see a little drop. I don't want to start with a big line, so I'm sharpening it. Just rolling it to its sharp point again.
And is it difficult to maintain enough gel polish in your brush to paint? Or is that relatively easy?
Gel polish is relatively easy because it's more fluid, this product. But later on, of course, we are going to do and use another product to make really fine lines. So let's first start over here. Then I'm going to put a little drop
Yeah.
and let it fall off. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you can fix your lines because this product is not cured.
Yeah.
So now I'm adding a bigger drop to fill in the star. Of course, this is gel polish. Maybe you won't have a perfect covered star at
So you're
once.
actually painting a pentagram.
A pentagram, yeah. I
Yeah.
was looking for
Oh.
the word.
Oh, really?
Thank you, Pepijn.
Because Gillian is saying from the editing in the back, from the director's booth,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be easier just to paint two triangles? But then you'll actually get the Star of David.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
So you want a 5-pointed star.
A 5-pointed star.
And what I really like is that it's an abstracted star, so it's a kind of elongated,
Yeah.
and that makes it a little bit more yummy.
Yeah, but also more easy because it's really difficult to make a perfectly like straight lines and even lines. So that's why I always make one longer, like a little bit more playful also, but this way is easier. So, of course, gel polish needs curing time, so 30 seconds. And as I've told before, maybe 2 layers to have that perfectly coverage of the star.
Well, it looks already quite covering.
Yeah. But if you hold it to the light, you will see a little bit. So that's why I did this one twice. So now you already see that's a little bit of volume.
Yeah? Yeah, a little bit.
A little
That's
bit.
not the aim, to make it really high.
No.
That's just a result of adding 2 coats.
Yes. That is really good that you are saying that because you need to work like an even layer. Because if you're working with gel polish too thick, of course you get problems, curing problems. But you can now use this like a little bit of height to go with your brush to use to make the line. Of course, first clean your brush.
So use it as a guideline.
A guideline, yes.
Oh, that's an easy trick.
Yeah.
With paint, you didn't have a guideline because
No.
it was always a flat surface. And now it is enough of a height so that you can really push your brush up
Yeah.
against it.
Against it, yeah.
Ah, well, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay, I am painting with Liner Gel Black. And again, I will show you on top. So this is pure Liner Gel Black. Fill your brush. But then again, sharpen it. So I'm rolling.
So not a mix, just a pure gel, liner gel.
Yeah, but of course you can find your own product. If you like to paint like a little bit more fluid in the lines, add a little bit of Sarisa Sweeties. I like it pure because I have more control. But then again, everybody has their own way. So to make it more easy for you, try to put a little dots like in the corner. Of course, you can sharpen your brush again, but you can pull product from this dot.
So it acts like a small reservoir of
Yes,
color.
yes. And of course, find your support. Really important. So you see how I'm working always with my pinky to have the support, like a little dot.
You even got an award, a support award. It's not only supporting a little finger, but you are a supportive person for magnetic. So you received a support award a couple of years ago.
Yes, okay. Yeah, that's a whole different topic. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you can see it both in more ways. Yeah, of course.
So Jessica is here to support us all. And Gillian reminded me of that because, of course, time flies. And is there a reason why you start with the black, that you don't do left and right at the same time?
Sorry, left and right?
Well, you have the little indentation, you put the dot, and then you have the black line. And that, I would feel, do you also want to do the other side?
Yes, of course. But if this is my first dot, I do this side, I will go off, I will go over. So that's why. That's why I do for the viewers. But it's more easy because this is now the perfect side for the viewers to see. And you're just putting your hairs towards the height, and then you follow that line. Now I can turn over. So already here a little bit of product, so I can pull from this little drop and so on.
Elvira is saying she's curious to see what the differences will be with the Dutch boot camp.
Well, we are starting different, Elvira. With the Dutch boot camp, we started with the gel polish painting, with animal prints. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I saw you in action so many times that I don't really remember which show was which. I feel very privileged to be here looking at this. Nadia Munk is also saying in the comments that she finds that the magnetic gel polishers are perfect to paint with, especially if you put a few drops on your paper palette. After about a minute, it kind of thickens a little bit. Is that a feeling that you share with her? Of course, not due to sunlight or dust, but do you feel that also, that it kind of sets a little bit?
Some, not all. But yeah, you are correct. Yeah. What I forgot to mention is that my background is like a nude color. So I can add with every color over this and I get the same coverage. If you want to do like a blue star on a black surface, then I would recommend just first do it with white and then go over with the color of choice. Because the color will change a little bit because of the black background. It will tends to get a little bit darker then. All right.
Yeah, and I get a comment from Lisette. Aren't we going to get the product list beforehand like we did last year? Well, actually, Lisette, thank you for reminding me of that. Jessica, is it possible that you send me the product list for the next episodes of your bootcamp so that we can post those in the group?
Luckily, it's not next week. Of course, Pepijn, of course.
No, because we have quite a busy week ahead of us.
Oh my God. Yeah, but no, I will work on it and I will send it, Pepijn, and then everybody knows with what products we are going to work. Yeah.
But why is our week so busy?
Well, because we are going to Switzerland this weekend, and we will have fun there. A little like an event on the Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, and we're going to go there, 5 of us. Gillian, Jessica, Cerisa, and Silvana, and I will join, leaving on Friday, coming back on Sunday afternoon for a day of fun at Adobe in Sur in Switzerland, our distributor. And we're going to be joined by the trainers, by Beatrice, by the whole group of trainers. So that's going to be an amazing trip for us all. And then, of course, next week, Jessica, we have the open house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's next week already. Oh my God. The time passes so fast. Yeah, open house, yay. And that means new products, don't it, Pepijn?
Yes, so next week on Wednesday, I'm joined by Deborah, and we will show you all the new products that we will launch during the open house in the weekend of the 14th, 15th, and 16th of September, worldwide. But back to Jessica, because I see her anxiously playing with her brush.
I always play with my brush. So after curing, 1.5 minutes, really important because the liner gel needs that curing time. I've added a little thin layer of extreme matte top. So then we have this as an end result. Of course, you can leave it like this because it's really awesome already, even by wearing a blue color next to it and even some black maybe. Or you can now use these lines to copy, because on a black surface I really love to paint also, and you can make shiny lines for the blue star. You can do that with liner gel, but you can also add a little bit of Cerisa Sweeties to that liner gel, because then your lines will be a little bit more shiny.
Okay, so this is mixed with Cerisa Sweeties?
Yes. So again, the same. And this is optional, it doesn't, but I really love to play in my art. So again, I'm adding the same way and I'm following the lines.
And I think for the homework, stamping is not an option for the fine line
No.
homework.
And I know all of our stamps, so no, that's not prohibited. And this is really a boot camp to train your hands even more. So all of the techniques, all of the designs that I'm showing is really to train your hands to find your supports, to make your lines thin and even.
Do you also play with the pressure that you apply on the brush or on the hair of the brush?
Yes, my lines are now a little bit more thick. If I want my lines to be thinner, you see like I'm painting like this, so I'm now painting more with the belly of the brush. If I want to have it thinner, I am thinking of the ceiling, I always say. The tip of my brush goes up.
Yeah. So you're holding it almost like a pen.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course the support, not only the support award for the magnetic support award, but the supporting of your working hand on your holding hand by ways of your pinky finger is super important to stabilize your work.
It is. And my nails are now short. I was on vacation and I really love long nails, and I had long nails. So I shortened them because my support is, of course, a little bit more, I have more control when my nails are a little shorter. So yeah, but even with long nails, you can paint, but you have to figure out how you support them with your pinky. And holding the finger or the tip, sometimes the long nail on the other hand gets in the way. So you really need to focus on that. But
Well,
it's
for me,
doable.
I also, of course, did a lot of nail art and I'm always shaking a little bit.
Yeah,
But
me
you
too.
know what it is? When you're supporting yourself and both hands are shaking, the line is super sharp. So that is really helpful. Just shake away, don't be afraid, and it will all turn out perfect. I have a question of Liz, and she's asking whether or not it's necessary to complete your first boot camp of last year before you can do this boot camp, but I don't think so.
No, of course not. You can enter and put on and give him the homework assignments. No worries. It's kind of similar. Of course, we are now doing fine lines this way, and in the Dutch boot camp, I did it more like Baroque, the curls. So, but no, you can. Maybe next week it's a little bit similar, but then it's a repeat for you, for the Dutch girls who are watching. So.
Okay.
It's just fun.
And Gemma has a question that I didn't think about, but she's asking it, so it's a good question. Why are you repeating the black line? Couldn't you have done the base color, the blue star, extreme matte, and then your black line? So skipping out the black line in between.
Good question. Of course. Normally, I would do that, but this is a boot camp, so we need to train. And for some girls who are still training and learning, it's really easy to have that border to follow with the hairs of your brush. Of course, I know how to paint in the salon, or if I do stars like this, I never do first lines because that's double. But now you can really train your hand and then copy the line that you already made. So of course, if you want to put in your homework, and I think you are going to send in some homework, Gemma, of course you can do just the blue star, then the extreme mud, and then the lines on top. Yeah, that's possible.
Yes, and I'm answering Nadia because she's talking with Milène about dancing, and she says, dance if Pepijn does it first. Well, I never dance. I don't have any sense for rhythm, only for shaking. So no dancing for me. I think I wouldn't survive, or my partner would not survive.
Yeah, but you do with a little foot, don't you, Pepijn?
Yes, that's enough.
And you do it well. So, okay, we have an end result for you. So maybe in a set,
Oh,
you
cool.
could do it like this. Of course, there's an extra thin line next to the blue star, but it's kind of similar. Let me see where the cured one is. So you can play, and you see the shiny black stars as well. That is the same product, the mixture, and then a little pentagram, and then filling it up on top of the extreme mud. And I really love to make these stars in the salon, and my clients are really wild to wear these. It's really a little badass. I love it.
Love it as well. I actually once did a stars also for a photo shoot about 15 years ago because I had to create men's nails. Well, what did I
Oh.
do? I created on my own nails a set of stiletto nails, really manly. Yeah, really manly. And I also painted stars, but then I blended the colors in the star, blue to green to yellow, and it was really cool. And I really loved those nails, but it was a hell of a job to do. And it still wasn't really manly. But that perhaps had more to do with the stiletto.
I think so. I think so. Because, yeah, stars are really badass. I love it. And did you do like the perfect star, Pepijn? Or also a little bit like...
No, like these
Long.
stars, of course.
Yeah, it's
because
easier.
Yeah, and it makes it a little bit more, as you said, a little bit more edgy.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
bit more funky. Real stars are a little, can be a little bit cartoonish,
Yeah. I
which is
agree.
also good.
Of course, but it's more difficult. So first, try to make these stars and then go for the perfect ones. But I still love these, and these
Oh, and
work
Chrisje
fast.
says, Jessica is a real star.
Aww.
Oh, yes, Chrisje, but you are as well. Everybody is a star in its own right. Shine like the star you are is my life motto. Wendy is asking, is this difficult for a first time doing nail art?
Everything new is difficult. If you have the drive and you really want to learn and you train your hands, then it will get easier when time passes. Really, at first I couldn't draw one line. I couldn't draw a curl. It was really difficult. And when Pepijn showed me, I needed that brush because that brush is going to my hand do what I want it to do. But it's really about training your hand. That is why the homework assignment is also like copying the designs that I'm showing, but also painting with your hands. For this week, as an extra homework assignment, the ABC in, how do you say it? Pepijn, help me.
Letters?
Block letters.
Oh, capital letters.
Capital letters.
Thank you,
Thank
Gil.
you. Thank you. In capital letters. So train your hand. That is the best technique and training to train your hands.
Well,
On a tip.
Gemma and Lisette are already saying to each other before you started to talk about the alphabet, shall we make the alphabet again?
Aha.
And Lisette reacts, yes, practice, practice, practice. So, and Peggy says, I was waiting for the alphabet. So what is the homework assignment? Because let's go to the homework assignment. You started it, so let's do it.
Okay. Me or you?
You, because it's your homework.
Okay. So I really would love to do for you to create twice a star, flower, and letter design as seen in the show. So the star you already seen. in total of 6 color pops, and adding 1 color pop with the ABC, capital letters, really important and more easy.
I think we need to make a photo, a screenshot of this, Gil,
Screenshots.
because it's complicated homework. So let's just do a real screenshot.
Okay, okay.
So this is your homework.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, screenshot. So 6 color pops and an additional one with the alphabet in capital letters.
Yes.
And does it have to be 1 alphabet, 2 alphabet, 3 alphabets, or perhaps even 27 alphabets?
Well, if you can make more, of course, because repeating is key, and it will make it more easy for you, but I really want to see 1, so the one of the most beautiful that you have made. 1 in capital letters, so 2 star designs, 2 flower designs, and 2 love designs, but you will see later on.
Yeah, and at the end, of course, we will make the screenshot with all of the designs together so that you have a reference for your practicing. Of course, homework asks also for rules. So you have 2 weeks. I have to get used and back into my English
Oh,
again,
me
and that
too,
after
Pepijn.
4 weeks already. Well, you have 2 weeks to complete and to upload your homework. The deadline is set on the 18th of September. Upload your homework using the link that you can find in the album in the International Nail Talk Live group called Bootcamp Day 1. If something or anything needs improvement, Jessica will contact you herself and you will get another chance to participate. Do not forget to submit your step-by-step photos, but please no more than 4 in total, and the final photo showing your homework together. If you do that, of course, you receive your e-certificate that you can use to show your clients or students that you participated in the e-workshop of Nail Talk Live. Also spread the message to anybody that you know that does nails. Look at Nail Talk Live, because there's where Jessica will teach you how to create beautiful hand painting. Well, anywho, we also have winners. Every time we have a show, we have winners, as you know. And this time you've chosen a special prize, Jessica. What is your prize?
Totally blank now.
Oh,
Totally blank.
wasn't
Pepijn.
expecting that. The new
Ah,
collection.
yeah, of course, yeah. I forgot. I'm still on vacation mode. The beautiful, beautiful collection of those 6 colors. I have one favorite. No, I cannot tell. I love them all, but I
But
love one.
you have the
a
lush violet
little
on
bit
your
more.
nails.
Yes, yes, yes. That is really a beautiful, beautiful color. Yeah.
You have to show your nails at the end of
Yes,
the show.
yes, I will.
Because there's a hidden pussycat. Like Mrs. Slocum always said, and are you being served well? My pussycat is missing, but it's on the nails of Jessica. We are rectified by Agnes because capital letters are hoofdletter. Yeah, well, this is in Dutch and English. Let's not do that because of the voiceover.
Yes, yes.
Magda is asking, the ABC, the alphabet, does it have to be done in liner gel or gel polish, or is any option okay?
I would recommend liner gel or a mixture of liner gel because you want 26 letters on one tip. If you would do it with gel polish, then you need to flash cure and your lines will be a little bit more bigger already. So I would really recommend to do like a more structured product.
Yeah, of course, it's a challenge when you do it with something else. Gillian is telling me in my ear. Well, I was thinking immediately of doing it with power gel. But then you have a 3D practice of the alphabet. Totally different ball
Oh,
game.
but that is awesome, maybe too, Pepijn.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's an idea.
Well, I'm filled with, to the brink with ideas. But anywho, I don't want to take the spotlight away from you, Jessica. I think everybody's waiting for the second design. And of course, I have a nice commercial also a little bit later. One of our all-time favorites. But before we go that, we need to see and know what is the next design.
Okay, okay. Sometimes I find inspiration, well, everywhere. And this was really, you all know them, those little puppets on Facebook. You can, I will show you. And then you will recognize them, I hope. I really love them. Those are really cute. And this one too.
Yeah, little cartoons that we see on Facebook.
Yeah.
What do they do on Facebook?
Well, if you have a comment and if you want to react under somebody's comment,
Yeah.
and you can add a little, like with a little heart or a little.
Oh, you have to teach me.
Yeah, you know. Don't you know them? Don't you know them?
No.
Okay,
No,
I will
but
show you. Do you know them? Yeah, you know them. Okay, I will show you later, Pepijn. But I really love those because these are really lines and really even lines. So maybe that's a good training too for you. Try to copy this one. So I'm going to my background, and that is now the whitest white gel polish. Again, the same as the star, removing the sticky layer and buff the surface. So now you can add lines, but you can also make a sketch up front. So I'm doing a sketch with a pencil.
Magda says these are great for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And Henriette
Yeah.
says, oh, they're super cute.
Yeah, they are. For Valentine's Day, I love that. Okay. I'm going to make the little girl. Okay. Over here, my little girl is going to be, and this is a sketch, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And again, because my surface is buffed, you have more grip. And before anybody asks, it doesn't matter what kind of pencil you are using, HB, 2B.
But not a very hard
No.
pencil, because that is more difficult to make it stick to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
So a relatively medium to soft pencil.
Yeah. A little arm. And of course, you can copy this from Facebook. That's how I did, because they need to be perfect. So her eye.
Oh, Jaap is also here and says to everybody, nice to see you all again at this new season of Nail Talk Live International. Well, nice that you're also joining us tonight, Jaap.
Yes, hello.
And
yeah.
Alina is also watching from Ukraine. Hello,
Oh,
Alina.
hello. So nice that you're watching. A little bow?
Yeah, and just to clarify, you only use the pencil when you want to explain to students what the build-up of the design is. And that's because we filmed once together a demo, and Jessica was creating a beautiful cartoon, and I had no idea whatsoever what she was creating until the very last step. And since then, you're drawing a little bit more to make it more understandable for you all to see how it's built up. Well, or for only me, but it helps me because I need to talk about it. And if I don't know what it is, then I don't know what to say.
Yes, I remember. That was Tigger. And you thought the whole time that I was painting donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end, it was clear. Yeah, because that's how my head works. And I see, and I'm painting already with the gel polish, and even my clients, they see a blob of color. But at the end, it's a rose, for instance. Yeah, but this is more easy. But now it's really important because sketching with a pencil is like a little bit more controlled by the people who want to train their hand, because they already are writing with pencils or pens. So that's why I'm now sketching, and now we are copying this line with the liner gel. And you can remove the pencil after curing. So it's really easy that way.
Oh, and it won't interfere with your liner gel?
No.
It won't smudge?
No,
Okay,
it
that's
won't
good.
smudge. That is really fun. So, let's start. And again, I am doing this with liner gel pure, but if you like a little bit more fluid, you can add the Cerise Sweeties, of course.
So May also tuned in and saying, good evening, everyone. Hello, May from our studio.
Hi, May. Big kiss. It's been a long time.
Well, you'll see May
Oh, yeah.
this Monday.
I see May this Monday. Yay. That rhymes.
Yeah, but I'm thinking while I'm watching you,
Yeah.
and we will continue watching you,
Yeah.
is that so you don't need to cover all of the drawn lines with the pencil,
No.
because you can remove that. Because I would be
Yes.
tempted to try to cover all of that.
No, that's why if even if you make a mistake, like, oh, it needs to be a little bit bigger with your pencil, no worries, you can remove everything with your prep and wipe
Ah, okay.
after fully curing your lines. And the Lineajo is really nice because it stays in place. So you can sketch even with this line, like this.
Okay, cool.
I already added the letter O on top. I did that off screen.
Marion van Rossum says that she never saw these figures.
No?
And I'm also going to pay close attention when I'm back on Facebook.
Oh,
I have to say that I was a little bit less active on Facebook the last couple of weeks.
yeah, but yeah, me as well. But this was, these are really old.
But they're very cute.
Yeah.
That is an absolute fact.
And they remind me of the first little sketches that we make when we are children.
Yeah, yeah, a little stick figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always, when I hear the word stick figure, I always have to think of May.
Why?
Because she said to me once that that was her nail art, creating stick figures.
Well, now you
And
see, May. This is also a trend.
it's totally back,
Yes.
trendy. So, yeah, you were your time way ahead.
Way ahead.
Oh, Jaap is asking whether or not you are also going to Switzerland. I didn't understand the question when it was first mentioned, but yes, you are joining us in Switzerland.
Yes, yes, I will. Yeah, yeah. We are going to have fun and doing loads of different kind of techniques. And traveling together is also really fun, of course. I'm going to.
Yeah, we're going to, 5 of us are going to go to Sur in Switzerland to visit our distributor Dobie and to do the nail VIP event. And the 5 of us are of course Jessica, Silvana, Cerisa, Gillian, and I.
Yes.
And I was looking at you. That is why I didn't come to the name, because I was looking at you and I thought, well, I see Jessica. I already mentioned Jessica. Really have to get back in the hang of it.
For me too, Pepijn. So, I'm going to. Of course, you can do this with your client too, huh?
Yeah.
With the hands.
Support on the fingers instead of on your pinky.
Yeah.
And that is how you create the more challenging shapes that you need to attack from the different side. Elvira says something that you must have heard often. It all seems so simple when you're doing it.
Oh, yeah?
Jessica.
Nobody tells me that. Yeah, but it's really, really about training. And really train your hands. And I've done loads of alphabets, ABCs, loads. Oh my God! And I even found one of my first one. I will bring it next week of next time I'm here, and I will show you. And I was really, really, really proud. Not all 26 were on the tip, but okay. But I was really proud, and with the tongue outside my mouth, painting those letters. But oh, what an hell was that? But it was really about training the hands, and it really gets easier if you really want to learn it.
Yeah, the good thing with writing on the tip with a brush is that you are forced to angle all different directions, but also keep to the curvature of the nail. So you are forced to write three-dimensionally almost. And that helps to attack a design and to know if I want to have a line going this way, how you have to hold your hand to go there. So it's not only a matter of getting a detailed drawing, but also how to get the lines moving from one side to another side. Because that really depends on where you are on the nail, whether it's in lengthwise or widthwise. Anywho, you just have to do it because that's your homework. Create an alphabet on a tip. And the tip you can choose. Let's go back to you.
Okay. I am. Do you see some sketch lines? Yeah, a little bit. So, fully cured, and I will show you. Do you see the sketch lines? Yes, huh?
Yeah.
That you can remove it. You see? Now it's gone. With your prep and wipe, not a problem,
cool.
and everything is white again. So, I'm going to the next tip because I have prepared a little bit up front, and I've added a little bit of red because that is the color of love with gel polish. And this is really fun and more easy because your lines will be like a guideline, but also your gel polish won't go over because you have height, and your gel polish will stay in the O and the little bow tie on her head. One layer because it's on white and you'll have the perfect coverage already.
Good question from Liz.
Liz, yeah?
Great that you think of this. Is it permitted for the homework to first draw the alphabet with a pencil, like the little puppet, and then use liner gel to go over that?
Of course, try. Maybe it even helps better for you to see what letter goes where and if you have space enough. Yeah, do. Try.
Good question, I have to say.
Really good question, yeah. So already curing this 30 seconds, and now I'm going to add a little bit of shading. And I'm going to add it with a little transparent product. I love the gloss polishes, and these are transparent, but I want to have it a little bit more transparent, so that's why I have mixed the cyan blue with a little bit of base and top. And I love the light blue because if I would use like black, it's a little bit dark. And the fun part, because this is transparent, I can go over those black lines and you won't see it on the black. You can do it with every color except the pink, because the pink you will see on the black. The glass polish, I mean.
Mieke has the most challenging homework she could think of, doing the alphabet on the tip with your non-dominant hand.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
that is really stunning.
Yeah.
Even the fact that you think of it is stunning.
Try first with your the hand which are you working with, maybe, and then if you want to challenge yourself, try to do it with your dominant hand. Okay, I'm going to cure this.
And Gil says if you are dyslexic, you have a triple challenge, which is really funny, but I had to share that with you.
Yeah, but Gil is funny. Okay, curing that 30 seconds. And maybe you think it's a little bit transparent. I will show you.
But this was glass polish with a little bit of base on top, Daisy is asking.
Yes, yes. Because I think the pure glass polish, the cyan, I love it, but it's a little bit too harsh. So that's why I've mixed it. But let's say you think this needs a little bit of extra color. Just add a little bit of pure cyan. Wipe the brush clean. And then just pull on the sticky layer.
Now you're blending the shadow into the shadow.
Yeah, but then you have over here more color, and it gets soft at the end.
Well, Milene is saying that she's logging in and out because she's experienced a little bit of going back and forth, Nail Talk Live, going to the hockey club, doing groceries. Well, the life of a working mother isn't easy. Well, I think many of you can relate to that. I'm a working non-father, so perhaps that's a little bit easier. I don't know.
Yeah, I know the feeling, Milena. Good luck. So I have prepared a little bit further. After everything is cured, I've added one layer of extreme matte top, and then this is your end result. If you watch really closely, you see a little bit of glitter in the O.
Yeah, cool.
Maybe you have it, maybe you don't. It's a glitter gel polish, the red. I had it, I thought, oh, that is cool to add. But of course you can add like mermaid glitter, like the rosé gold, also really cool.
Or the Once Upon a Glitter collection gel polishes.
Ooh, yeah, those really cool. So you can add maybe of flakes or something to have a little special effect. So now I'm going to add a little bit of volume with shiny, and I'm going to use the Supreme Finish.
Marion is on vacation and she doesn't have the glass polishes with her. So she's asking, can I use a little bit of base on top with just a tiny drop of blue gel polish? And I already said that's okay.
Yes, of course, Marion, yes.
And Liz is asking or is wondering whether or not you have a new tattoo on your arm. But do you? I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Well, sometimes it happens
Maybe
overnight.
this one. Maybe you mean this one? That is a, yeah,
Semi-new.
semi-new, maybe. I don't know. If Liz means that one.
And no, that's not Steven Seagal that you were pointing to, but it's from the movie Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
And you and your husband, when it comes together, then you see John Travolta dancing
With Uma Thurman.
With Uma Thurman, of
Yeah.
course. Oh, this is beautiful, Jessica.
Yeah, that was our opening dance when we got married in 2005 on Chuck Berry. That is our song, and you know the song in Pulp Fiction. So yeah, he wears Uma, and he is my John Travolta. So when we hold hands, you see those two dancing together.
Catherine is asking, do you recommend to prime a new brush with base gel before you start painting with them?
Yeah. Yes. Always I'm waking my brushes up. Yeah. If you do that, your hairs will go a little bit more like, floating. It's really making it soft. Yeah, that is the correct word. Yeah, I always do that. When I'm finished with the painting as well, I always clean my brush in a clear drop of gel, base and top, mostly, and then I'm rolling it back to the point, back to the tip, put on the cap, and then, but when I'm taking it to work with, I do the same, like really making my hairs awake and nice and soft again. Yeah.
Good question, Catherine. Thank
Really
you.
good.
Yeah.
Of course, you can add more volume if you would like by adding just one layer more of the Supreme Finish, but I'm liking it like this already, and I'm giving her friends back, and then you have a really cool set, of course, for Valentine, but
Yeah.
also...
It's so cute that you only have small parts shining,
Yeah.
because that really makes it a whole different story.
Yeah, I really love it. So, screenshot time.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Screenshot.
Screenshot! And later on we'll do a full screenshot all together.
Yeah.
All of the designs together. Wendy van Hazel says, love it, so cute. And Linda says, oh. So we're already up to the third design, am I
Yes, we
correct?
are. Yes, we are. The third and final design. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
but before we go there, of course, I promised you a good oldie commercial, and this was a commercial that we made, I think now, 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. And it was a witch's hour, the first time Gillian and Jaap really worked a lot together and created almost like a cinematography commercial. of a collection that we still have some parts of, and it was a very memorable experience. And it was actually almost right down to the day because we filmed in August in the midst of summer. So enjoy and see you right back. Well, I think we need to make a Witches Hour Part 2. What happened with the girl a little
Yeah,
bit later?
I
The girl
know.
has grown up a little bit, and she's now actually working in magnetic
Yeah.
nail design on the Saturdays together with Susie. Her name is Nina, and if you visit the magnetic headquarters in the Netherlands, chances are you'll meet her or her mother, of course, Gilda. I have some more information for you because the month of September just started, but I have a lot of e-workshops for you coming. Next week, it's all about the new products that we launch that weekend, so the 14th, 15th, and 16th of September. And Deborah will join me because Deborah always thinks outside of the box. You have the box, and then you have Deborah. So that's going to be probably a very fun evening with things and ideas that you wouldn't have thought of yourself. A week later, Catharina is in the Netherlands and she's here for the open house, but also to give classes, and she will do a workshop with air nails on Wednesday the 18th. So that's also a lot of fun. It's a long time ago that Catharina was in Nail Talk Live, so I'm really excited to do that. And of course, after that, the month of September comes to an end with the second part of the bootcamp of Jessica, and that's blend those colors, blending of colors. So you'll have actually a couple of weeks to do your homework and make sure that you're right on schedule. The month of September is also the month of the fiber gels. And the fiber gels of Magnetic, of course, are really great gels. They're very strong. You are able to create super thin nails with them. They're ideal to use on forms as a natural nail overlay over tips, but also in the magnetic shape pits to create that perfect nail in just a quick tuk-tuk, a click off, and it's done. The fiber gels are available in different colors, and we're actually launching new colors fiber gel, but more of that next week. A little bit later on, I have the winner of the challenge of Natalia, but before I go there, let's go to Jessica for your last or third design. And this is going to be a lot of screenshots.
A lot, yeah. because this is, I'm going to make a rose, and I am creating roses always in steps. I have different roses, and this is one of them. This is more like a tattoo rose. So it's really cool that it's on YouTube, and you can stop and rewind and play towards this rose. But I will work slowly. Of course, you can do first the lines with the brush, with the pencil, of course. But now I am going straight with the liner gel pure. On this whitest white gel polish, maybe you see it a little bit. Yeah, those are flakes, chameleon
Cool.
flakes in the sticky layer of the whitest white gel polish. Cured that, and then one layer of base on top, buff that surface, and now we're here. So I'm going to put on my glasses, fill my brush, and I'm going to start with one line. Find your supports. So over here the flakes are, over here my rose is going to be, because I'm going to color this rose, screenshot, with, with transparent colors. So after this line, I'm going to...
So this is the center of the rose.
Yeah, the center.
Okay. Do you always start with the center of the rose?
Yeah. Yes, I do, always.
Oh,
Okay.
good question, Gil.
You?
Oh, I
Pepijn?
think so as well. Yeah.
I start always at the middle.
Except when I make nail art and then later on decide that it's a rose.
Yeah, I always make the lines at last. So I first create the color,
Yeah?
normally, with gel polish or whatever product. And then I'm going to go over with these lines and make it a rose. But now we are going, starting, of course, with the fine lines. So that's why I'm going to first do this step. So I'm now creating 2 lines. And now you have the heart of the rose.
Yeah.
Okay. So from this side, I'm going to add a curved line. And from this side too. Roses, petals are always a little bit more like curves and really playful.
Yeah, Elvira says in the comments that last year she made this many times, and the same goes for me, Elvira. The first time that I wanted to make roses, it was really getting the feeling of it, because I put too much on it. Too many leaves, too many petals, too many curves, too many lines. So, but the moment you find it, it clicks in, and then you can create it relatively easy.
Yeah.
So we can also make just screenshots in between if we want.
Yes. Am I going too quickly, or is it okay for everybody?
I feel that this should be a screenshot moment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So prepare your screenshot. 3, 2, 1, screenshot.
Screenshots. Okay. Where was I? Okay. One line underneath, almost there.
And Jaap is asking in the comments whether or not everybody's sharing the show to inspire also other nail technicians or friends that you have. And I also asked you to do that, of course, a little bit earlier in the show. But please share the show and show the world what makes the heart of a nail technician tick.
Always share,
Cool.
even in my stories and on my page. So this leaves falls off. And I have different roses with different steps. I have one rose I make with starting with an S and then adding like extra leaves. but I really love these kind of roses because these are more edgy, again, edgy. I love edgy, like tattoo art.
Yeah, because that was really your first love, tattoo art.
Yeah, it still is. Yeah. And cartoons, I really love the cartoon style as well. And then
Gillian
we have
was
a rose.
participating in the back
Yeah,
with a pen, but he's not satisfied.
you not?
No,
I
he
will
needs to
help
have the
you.
screenshots.
I will help you in a bit. Okay, this is my rose. I'm going to add a little leaf underneath. And this is part of your homework assignment too, because this rose is going to travel to all of the weeks that we are working on this boot camp.
So this is your benchmark design, and we're going to add on to this basic shape.
Yes.
Okay.
Some leaves over here maybe. Yeah.
And a nice pingelpangeltje.
Yeah, later, yeah. But not today. And of course, these lines are not cured, so I can again use these lines by touching it and pulling product from it to have a little twig on the top.
Oh yeah.
So these lines, as you see, are not really perfect. Some are a little bit more thick, but I really love it this way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I also love it. Okay, is this another screenshot?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2,
2,
1, screenshot.
So curing this, and after curing, you can add color. Can I go on, or do you want to say or do something?
Well,
different?
Ingeborg says it's beautiful already.
Thank you.
Bianca says is translating in German, so I'll not repeat that because my
Danke,
German is
danke,
not so
Bianca.
well, not so good. And Monica says that she's always sharing in stories, different pages in different groups, as well as Magda does, and Bianca does, and Amala does. So a group of us are really sharing the Nail Talk Live e-workshops a lot. That's also what I do when I do the countdown here live in the studio, or on Monday evenings as well. Then I start to share and share and share and share and share. So that's how we spread the message. We have cheese, and you can get your cheese here. Say cheese. We're from Holland. No, we're of course magnetic. Whole different story. Let's go back to you, because
Okay.
I want to see what happens next. Are you going to use many colors now?
3 colors for the rose, and
Yeah.
then mixing 2 colors for the leaves.
Okay, well, I want to see.
Okay, with the glass polishes. And the glass polishes are transparent, and in that way we can see those beautiful, beautiful flakes that we have underneath, hidden as a little treasure, shining again. And again, because it's transparent, you won't have difficulties going over the black lines.
Yeah, and Martina, you're asking which tips, homework tips need to be made, and I will talk about the homework just a little bit later again. But you need to make 6 tips, of which 2 are these roses, 2 are the little figurines that we just now had, and 2 of them contain the stars, and the 7th tip needs to have the alphabet on it.
Yes. And which size doesn't matter.
The cool thing is also now that you really see those chameleon flakes coming to life.
Lovely, lovely. And it's really cool that you can mix, while working, your glass polishes together. Because this is the amber, the orange from the second collection. Really cool, but if you mix it with the bright yellow, you will get an ochre yellow.
And Gillian also says to me, because he was here also on Monday, and we had stained glass designs with Lidi, so it also has a little bit of that stained glass effect. But that's
Yeah.
because of the black with the color, of course,
Yes.
and the transparency. Very nice. Could you also use, for instance, aqua colors? Magda is asking.
Yes, good question, Magda. Yes, of course. But again, the pink one, that's a little bit difficult over the black lines. But yes, All the other colors, no difficulty. The pink one is also, as the glass, a little bit neonic, and that will change the color of the black of the lines. And of course, you can do it like the other way around. First, make your colors, and then go over with the lines to shape your rose.
Henriette finds this flower already the bomb.
The
Well, I agree with you, Henriette. And which colors did you use? Is a question of Lisette.
I have used the yellow from the first collection, and this orange is the umber. And now I'm adding a little bit of burgundy.
Oh, Burgundy.
Yeah, burgundy.
Oh,
To have a little bit of shading.
Amina says it's a beautiful rose.
Thank you, my friend. So sweet.
And May says, good idea, yes, looks beautiful with these colors. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I wish I had roses like this in my garden.
Oh, I can paint some for you.
Yeah, that is fun. No, but the burgundy really makes a hell of an impact, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a mixture of the blue, dark blue glass polish, and the green. Why not? Blue leaves. Well,
Yeah.
teal. I always say this is the Nail Talk Live color.
Oh, Joanna says she loves the gel polish, glass gel polishes. Next week she's doing an e-workshops with them and Shape It. Well, that's cool. Good luck, Joanna.
Ooh. Looking forward.
Cool. Yeah, the combination with the blue is really cool.
Yeah, and more like a tattoo.
And did you cure the colors in between? Svetlana is asking Nilistica. Well, you did cure the yellow and the amber, didn't you?
Yes, yes. And then I've added a little bit of the burgundy on top. And then, like I did with the shading from the former design, the last design, pulling over that sticky layer of those two first colors.
Cool.
All right, then you have color in.
Like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing.
The color is done. Well,
The
that of
color is
course
done.
super easy with the glass gel polishes. That's really, really ideal product for techniques like these.
I cannot live without the glass polishes. I remember the first time when you said, oh yes, we have a new product coming in. And I was like, why? Why do we need that? It's like a thicker gel and it's transparent. It doesn't have cover. But now I cannot. If there's a fire, Jessica's Choice and my glass polishes are coming with. And my children, of course. But yeah, I cannot live
And
without.
your master detailer, perhaps?
And my master detailer. Yes, 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 yes. All of my brush bag, everything.
Well, Jaap says that he has a border with beautiful roses in pinkish orange to yellow. So it's
Ooh.
like you're painting the roses in the garden of Jaap and May.
Aw. Yeah, they have a beautiful garden. And I think it's now fully in bloom, isn't it?
Anja van Es is asking, do we have to use exactly the same colors?
Yes. No, of course not. No. Whatever you have, whatever you like. If you don't have glass polishes, try it with aqua colors. Also possible. If you don't have either, then try to mix like gel polish colors with a little bit base on top to make it more transparent. Yeah.
But even if you're not working with magnetic and you still want to participate in the e-workshop, of course you're very welcome to create your homework and to show us what your artistic level is bringing you. So feel free to find your own perfect solution and join the Nail Talk Live family.
Yeah, I agree totally. Oh, that rhymes. Okay, I have worked a little bit up front, and I have done the same, copying those lines as a
Wow.
training as well. On top of that, matte surface and the shiny lines. You can do that with pure liner gel, as I am going to show you later. This is with the mix Cerisa Sweeties Liner Gel Black. Of course, it's cool like this, but you can add like little dots,
Yeah, cool.
maybe.
Yeah, love dots.
I love dots too. You can use your brush, but you can also use...
Or you could do some aqua colors around it, Gil's saying.
Yeah,
That would, with dots, but also with flutches.
flutches, yes, like those paint flutches, you mean. Yeah, that is cool too. And of course, you can add like perfect dots, but you can also play with
Liz
your
is
dots.
asking whether or not when you participate for the first time to
Yeah.
get back in the mood. Is it okay when she copies the designs, or would you rather everybody to be more really creative?
No,
To
just
start,
copy.
yeah, copy is okay.
Just
I
copy.
learned everything I'm able to do by copying.
Yes, me too. And then you train your hand, because now it's the really important thing to train your hand. So just copy and learn and train your hands. Okay, love it like this. Of course, I can add even more, but I think this is it for today. What do you think, Pepijn?
Well, I love it, and also May said it's beautiful. Yes, so
Thank you,
beautiful. Jessica,
May.
Monica says it's really a beautiful, beautiful design. I
Thank
love
you.
it, but I love Tiffany glass. I love stained glass. I love roses. I love you. So what is not to love in this design? But this was your last design already.
Yes, it was, and I wanted to paint love, but we do that next time.
Cool.
So this is aqua colors, and
Yeah.
this is glass polish.
Well, you are almost not able to see the difference.
No, no. And with the of the aqua colors, I did up front like little blobs, spatters of paint like that, and then go over to create the flower on those colors. So yeah, you can work,
Cool.
and it's really cool. I really love these designs.
Yeah. Then we have to do another screenshot.
Yes, we do. Okay,
3, 2, 1.
1,
Screenshot. And later we will do the official screenshot.
Okay, Pepijn. Yes.
Yeah. Are you able to make a nice collage, or do we need to zoom out a little bit?
I think we need to zoom out a teeny tiny bit then.
Let's see if I can do that for you. I need a little bit of time because it's finding no devices. But I can also walk there. Yeah, because then Gillian can stay at the knoppen.
Okay, but I could have done that too.
Okay. Yeah, oh, this one.
The upper, yeah.
Yeah. So is this enough space?
Like this?
Yeah, so you can create your collage when we're off screen. And while you are creating your collage, I'm back, because I have some more things to mention. And of course, hold on for the nails of Jessica herself, with that beautiful violet color on her nails that you really have to see.
Oh, yeah.
And where is the pussy hiding? Well, it's over there. Anyhow, just before the vacation break, of course, Natalia Kitsenka came to the Nail Talk Live studios to show her beautiful, but a little bit complicated nail using Shape-It and fiberglass to create a super thin, durable, strong nail. But we really saw that many of you were on vacation, going on vacation, or planning their vacation, so we didn't have that many people participating with their homework. I think it had a couple of reasons. It was perhaps a little bit complicated. We went into the month of August and everybody was enjoying themselves. So we have one winner this evening, but it's a well-deserved winner. And of course the challenge was this. Let's have a look. Make 3 nails using the fiberglass strip, fiber gel using almond Shape-It and gel polish. And I have to go to my little app because I had it over here and now I don't remember where I had it. But the feedback was that these nails were really done perfectly in an ideal situation, making strong, durable nails and really helping out the client. And the winner is, of course, Irma Hendricks from the Netherlands, and she used this technique to reinforce the toenails of her clients, and that is really a professional way to do a perfect pedicure using these products to make it strong enough but thin enough to do a reconstruction of the toenail. So very well done, Irma. Thank you for participating. Probably you had the time to do this. And of course, you will receive your prize. We will send it to you. The magnetic shoulder bag, the brush bag, of course, the new stamping plate pit stop, and the two colors of the month of August, shocking pink and shocking pink glitter. Congratulations. That is all coming to you. Now we're back on from vacation, and of course that means that everybody's ready to do their homework again. And I also saw that a lot of you were joining us and watching us this evening. So what is the homework for this first e-workshop after the summer break? Create the designs that Jessica showed us tonight twice. So 2 star designs, 2 flower designs, and 2 lettering designs, or the rose designs as shown in the show. A total of 6 color pops. And then create 1 additional color pop, the 7th, with a hand-painted alphabet on this. Jessica will bring her own one of the first versions of her hand-painted alphabets with her when she comes back in 3 weeks. So this is your homework. Let's go back to the slide one more time. So if you want to do your homework, make a screenshot. 3, 2, 1, screenshot. Because 7 tips, and you need to know exactly what needs to be on those 7 tips. You have 2 weeks to complete your homework. That means that the deadline is set on the 18th of September. Upload your homework using the link that you can find in the album called Bootcamp Day 1. If anything needs improvement, our Queen of Nail Art will contact you and help you out. And do not forget to submit your step-by-step photos. And if you do all of this, you will receive your e-certificate and have a chance to win our new collection. Is it love or is it desire? And I love this collection. I love the sleeves. I love the artwork. But more about that when we get back to you next week with Deborah. We will show you all in depth. But beautiful collection. I'm convinced this is going to be an absolute favorite of your client, because no nail technician in the world has enough choice of colors, red and pink. Nobody has enough reds and pinks. And this is the ultimate collection, really complementing all of your clients with a little class, a little pizzazz, and a little bit of style. That's magnetic. Let's go back to you, Jessica, for the final word, the reveal of everything together and just your sparkling personality.
Ta-da! Yes, yes, yes. I've made it a beautiful collage. Let's see. Ta-da!
Cool.
So, maybe like 3, 2.
Oh, no, we're going to do the official one.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Gil,
Okay,
are
okay.
you ready? Okay.
Oh, the official, yeah.
3, 2,
2,
1, screenshot!
Screenshot.
Yeah, super cool, Jessica.
Ah,
Love
thank
it.
You. Thank you, thank you.
And I have to say that I like the little figurines. I really like those. They're so cute.
Yeah,
They
are.
remind me of Jip and Janneke.
Oh, yeah.
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 Like that's a Dutch children's book. And
Yeah.
it's a little bit like that, but it brings me back to 60 kilos ago.
Yeah, or the stick figures also, yeah. So I hope that you have enjoyed my e-workshop, everyone. And I hope that I will have loads of entries. And I am really curious about all of the entries. If you have any questions in the meantime, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'm here to help. And I will see you in a few weeks to blend those colors.
Yeah. Or if you're living in Switzerland, don't hesitate to visit Dobie in Sur to meet all of us this weekend on Saturday, or perhaps on the airport in Amsterdam. We'll be there. You can recognize us. High hair, big mustache, a lot of curls, and a lot of muscles. Anywho.
Oh, yeah.
The
kitty
we
cat.
have to go to Jessica's nails.
The kitty cat and the beautiful color. The beautiful, beautiful color, which you are going to see, of course, next week when Deborah is going to show you. But, I love
Beautiful,
this color.
Jessica. Really amazing.
And this is the cat from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
And this is the technique. Maybe you know the 3D flower technique, the inlay roses. I'm going to do this technique in Switzerland too, but on a short nail. And it's really cool. And I love to wear it. Little kitty cats.
Yeah, super cool nails. And the color Violet Vibes, it's Violet. Well, next week more about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because it's really coming out of the screen, catching you. Anyhow, that was our show for this evening. If you are interested in knowing more about magnetic nail design, or knowing, perhaps becoming a distributor, or getting to know where your nearest distributor is, or perhaps even you want to become a trainer, do not hesitate to send me an email at info@magneticnaildesign.com and I will help you further, or send me a private message on Facebook Messenger. Please no Instagram, because I'm really too old for Instagram. But Facebook Messenger I check, and I'll help you further and get you in contact with the people that you need to be contacted with. This was the show for this week. Next week, Deborah will be here showing us all the new products and her way of working with those. If you are Dutch, on Monday, Cerisa will show you the new products. And of course, it was a lot of fun this evening. I want to thank you for joining us again. And put it in your calendar every Wednesday evening at 8. Don't forget to share the message. I want to thank Gillian for making everything possible behind the scenes. Jessica for being my first guest of the season, of course. And yeah, see you soon. See you at Nail Talk Live.